Okay, welcome back to Stormcaller's Fury. We're gonna have a quick recap since it's been a minute. We left you in Tazizrela, the elemental city of spirals, in the middle of the festival of the Shadelight. You'd spent a few weeks gathering coin and different contacts while gearing up to head down to the Spirewoods, through the Shimmering Pools, all the way into Hell, to try and recover Kalanthar's companion, a glaive of some kind, as well as sort of round out some portions of this next arc. You know full well that healing magic is going to go dark once you cross over, and as such you've been preparing. On the first big night of the festival, you got caught up in the ribbon procession going down the noble districts and ambushed by a woman in silk and a veiled mask. Trapped about 150 festival goers on a stairway, and she was backed up with a warlock that was throwing some hellfire and a Shadowfae assassin with a dagger. It was quite messy. Some people went down, but you put some attackers in the ground, unfortunately losing the woman who slipped out in a puff of ribbons and confetti. The things you've got out of it is a warlock sigil tying back to the House of Asmodeus. And from a history check from Keenan, you know that the woman in the veil was known as a Lantern Bride, usually an archfey out of the Feywild. Obviously, we don't know why or what, and a good portion of your task was in that direction. So since then, you moved to cover more ground. So Keenan, Nim, and Kalanthar, you all went to find a way into the College of Embers, tracking down a little bit of knowledge, perhaps, in the archives, as you know that they're kept in the Ember Towers. As we sort of moved through the different obstacles and finding different ways through into the central tower of the College of Embers, that we kind of left on a bit of a cliffhanger, given that as you passed through, with Nim using a little bit of fiendish trickery to make it think that she was in fact a fire elemental, the other two setting off an alarm, a young woman came running around the corner, flanked with a massive golem. This creature carved out of clay and animated through arcane runes. We instead, rather than jumping straight into a willow above combat, move over to Zephrel and her companion, the Steel Defender of Kalanthar, who he has left with her. And we're gonna pick it up with whatever you might have been getting up to. So whilst Keenan, Nim, and Kalanthar have slipped into the upper spirals to find a way into the College of Embers, we pick up, I think, in the streets with Zephyr, because you haven't heard anything back in a while.
Mm-hmm.
The morning is grey and sort of old smoke still hanging over the rooftops from the festival. What would you have been doing after a while of just being stuck in the same room with this defender? Do you think you would move out of the room? Just out of boredom?
How long would you say she's been there on her own, like with the defender?
Easily
Trying to kind of...
a few hours, maybe more.
Okay. And I don't know if this is a question that can be answered, but how long... Trying to kind of get a feel of how long she would think it would take them to that they would be away for, like before she starts to worry that something might have gone awry.
As far as you are aware, they went
Yeah.
to go sort of on a recon of the college. It was
Mhm.
never actually said that they would go in. Um,
Yeah.
so for you, you would expect them maybe an hour or
Yeah.
two. And I'd say maybe it's been 4 or 5 of you just.
Okay.
It's getting into like
So
lunchtime, and you're
yeah,
still
I
waiting.
think with the way she is, I think like the first hour mark hits and she's, I imagine she's trying to play cards with the Steel Defender. Um, and I don't know how much intelligence this thing has, but um,
Not a lot.
that's the thing she's trying to do. And
Hey,
then what?
you are
Yep.
in a Thieves Guild hideout if you want to play cards with someone who is likely to cheat you.
Well, probably not. And because she would get cheated quite easily. And then I think the second hour hits and she's like, okay, this is a bit weird. And then by the time hour 3 is approaching, she's on her feet, like actively pacing. And she would leave the room if only to see if there's any way she can get information, because I think she's worried about being out and visible because there she has been a bit of a target, I guess. With the ribbon woman trying to put on um a mask on her face, and yeah. Um so yeah, I think she would go out to. Does she have any contacts within the sort of? You said she's at the Thieves Guild.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that you have any contacts. But this is your city.
But like
Like
people, but
you
maybe
know all the
people that she's
merchants.
seen like Keenan speak to. I kind of meant in terms of contacts, or um just any kind of starting point she would look for. But if there isn't, then yeah, she would try and speak to kind of the network of merchants and just see if she wouldn't try and mention her friends by name or description, but
Hmm.
just say, has there been any trouble? Has anyone noticed anything um particularly different, especially for the city that they're in? Because I mean, I guess weird stuff probably happens there a fair amount. But yeah, something that's causing chaos and um what are the was it what the guards called, the flit dancers.
Mm.
um yeah, just to see if there are more of those like out and around then.
Yeah. So make me a perception check for that portion.
If my die wants to roll. That's a 17.
17. Yeah, you can see there is a great deal of movement with the flit dancers in particular. You see a lot of these elemental colored guards. There's a bigger presence today. No one seems to look into you too much. You sort of have the horns and your hood up a little bit, and talking, making your way to different merchants. Aside from your friends and like where they might have been, is there anything else that you would want to sort of look into your network about?
um has her father passed by recently? Has he
Ooh.
been selling his wares and things in the area recently? Because while this is the place they probably stopped in the most, they did travel around a lot.
Yeah, make me a persuasion roll with advantage.
Persuasion. So that's 24.
Oof. So good. Yeah, talking to this salt merchant, you can just see he's got massive blocks of salt and seems to be carving off pieces. Yeah, your father has been through pretty recently. He said that he was going to take a long journey north to northwest to Iridas Coast in an effort to perhaps reconnect with you.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
So how long ago
about
would
three or
his last
four,
sighting?
yeah, about 3 or 4 weeks since
Okay.
he was last here.
Okay. So she kind of breathes a sigh of relief of like he's not close because that's an awkward conversation, but also there is danger afoot and she does not want him to be caught up in it. Um but yeah, after that she would just be on the kind of information gathering specifically for their whereabouts. Like she's worried now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, your advantage here is that you do know the city. Unlike last session, which was a lot more explorative and finding their way sort of through different portions of the city. For you, you know different people.
Mm-hmm.
I think through that high persuasion, rolling it through, you talk to a couple of guards. You find a courier who maybe might owe you a favor. This wood elven messenger who runs different routes between the spirals. Nobody has seen 3 strangers walk into the College of Embers. It's not. If they had, it would be a little strange because the
Mhm.
people that the scholars that go there all wear very similar clothing. It's all very classically elemental in colors and designs. But what they did see was a bunch of people asking questions about different spirals, and then they headed generally towards the the college to go have a look, and seemed very intrigued into the bridge work, especially that connects to the central tower of the college.
Okay. Not hearing of any like immediate sort of trouble, like, you know, she's not heard of like there's been an explosion or people are getting, you know, murdered on staircases or anything. I think she would, like, that's when she kind of would have asked about her father, and then once she kind of has a vague idea of where they could be, I think she would head to that area.
Okay. Yeah, in this sort of towards the end of the second half of the morning, you make your way over towards where the colleges sit, and you do begin to notice as you're moving through that a lot of people move out of your way as you walk, and you sort of check over your shoulder, and the defender is just walking behind you. She easily towers over a good portion of people. It. And I would say you find this old sort of herbalist sage woman they used to go to for, I don't know, sleeping tea or things that your father might want. Who indicates towards a tea room across the way, where you can see that there's a lovely sort of open space along the cobbles on the outside, a portion of a balcony about halfway up. And then as you're looking around, can you make me a perception check, please?
Yes. Perception. There we go. Come on, roll. Oof, that's a 9.
On a 9, moving about, you can't really see anything that would stand out to you in terms of the College of Embers. There doesn't seem to be anyone out of place, or even in this tea room, nothing that would catch your eye. On a 9. There is like a weird sort of reflection of light, sort of a flash, like a single sharp little flick, and you're not sure where it is, but it's definitely high up on the bridges that connect a different college that used to be the ruined College of Air, which no one should be up there. And you catch like a little flicker of light. But aside from that, nothing else.
Is there like a way to get up there easily that does not require flight?
As far as you know, no, there isn't.
Okay. Who else is in this like tea room? Sorry.
It just a couple of people enjoying sort of afternoon tea. There is an old lady who seems to be the proprietor, and that's about it.
Yeah, I think she'd maybe ask the old lady if she's seen any kind of people come by, or ask her if of like any information regarding was it the College of Air, did you say? Yeah.
Let me see. Okay. Yeah, she lets you know that the people that you are inquiring about were there not too long ago. It seems like they had a conversation on the balcony for a while, stayed watching the view, seemed to enjoy it quite a lot, and then headed off in the direction of where the ruins are for that specific college. What she knows about it is that for a long time it was the height of the academia for the whole of the city. It seemed to be that pinnacle of what to attain for. There's different aspects of magic that are attributed to different colleges. So the College of Embers, which is where you want to go, there's a lot of conjuration and evocation magic. The College of Air were the most adaptable and the most pushing in terms of creating new ways of going about things, recovering old magics and using them fit for purpose for modern day. With everything that's gone on in the current climate, during the First War, the College of Air, there were specific members who were loyal to the Stormcaller, who then tried to take over, and the resulting conflict left the college in ruins and was never rebuilt since that time.
And there's been sort of, to her knowledge, like no activity or anything there. Or...
No, yeah, everyone steers clear of it. There's rumors that it's haunted and people still linger that can cast terrible magics on you, which you mainly take to be rumors, as far as you are aware. But yeah, no one goes there.
Okay. She would thank the woman, and then kind of step out into the street, but before doing so, I think she'd ask like if she happened to see kind of a vague direction that they might have gone in at all.
Yeah, like I said, she does. She's quite observant. She does know where they went. She points in a direction. It's on. You'd have to essentially each college has their own set of towers that lead up, and then there's a central tower that they all connect to. And every college has a set of walls that keep things out. So you'd have to go all the way round to the other side, which is where the College of Air is, which is easy, like maybe an hour's walk from where you are. But she knows that that's where they were going because she was listening to their conversation.
I love nosy old people. She kind of like thanks her and gives her like pays for any tea she's consumed, and like she definitely like overpays for it, sort of maybe twice like the amount it would be worth.
Can you make me a perception check as you're doing that?
Yep. I can indeed. If D&D Beyond would stop closing on me every 5 seconds. Perception. 9. Can I stop rolling like shit, please?
No, unfortunately not. Okay, as you head on out in the direction of the College of Air, flanked with this defender, we sort of get a pan out as you watch the old woman sort of reaches under the small desk that she has, bringing out what seems to be a silver feather, and just begins scripting something on a piece of parchment that as soon as she's finished, the ink sort of dries and fades back, so it just looks like a normal blank piece of paper, and puts it back, shuts the drawer.
Interesting. I've also completely like neglected to remember this until right now.
Yes.
They have their funky little comms.
Yeah.
I assume at some point she would have tried just calling them.
I don't know. You didn't specify that.
I didn't at all. But because I forgot they existed until right now. Yes. Couldn't she have tried calling them? From this point onwards to make things less complicated.
I mean, I will just say for brevity that you've forgotten that you have them. It is a very recent development, and it's not sort of magic that is carried by an ordinary person. As you begin to walk, sort of that hitting your that might work. You obviously touch the earring. It's not so much static, like I don't want to go down the classic radio thing. It's like a high-pitched whine, and you notice that the closer you are to the walls of the colleges, the higher it goes. So you would guess that whatever the magic they use to keep people out might be also keeping any form of sending magic as well.
And she just looks at the still defender. She just says, I don't suppose you have some sort of like tracking device for your master, some homing device, and
Unfortunately, it has an intelligence of 4, so
it does.
It
So it can barely understand language.
she breaks out into charades. And just like tries to through the body language, and then just gives up. I think it's fine. I think she would continue in the direction that the tea proprietor pointed her in, that she knows would lead her to like the route to this kind of central tower that I think that you mentioned. But I think she would do so kind of in a way where she's not going at like breakneck speed, because she's kind of looking out for if anyone's kind of following her or observing her. Not that her perception's going to get her anywhere anytime soon, but
the slight piece of mind is if Callan dies, the steel defender will just drop. So
you
get some form of indication.
Unless he's unequivocally told her, like, this is my yellow canary. If it dies, I'm dead.
I was just trying to think if there was any way that would actually indicate it, and that would be the only way. Technically. Anyway, carry on.
Okay. It doesn't take you too long to make your way over to in the direction that they went in, and after a while you come up on each of the colleges. So the College of Earth, you can see there's two very this is the weirdest description, very thick, wide looking towers. The College of Embers, there's three sort of very pale spires that line up together, and the College of Water has more of a sense of one spiraling tower upwards. You can see that for the College of Air, there were four at one point, four of these towers. All of them have crumbled into ruin. A good portion of it still exists in portions, and then looking up to where the bridge connects to the central spire, where the sort of formation of the four elements is, the bridges have all broken apart, but they're still held there, almost floating. As you're looking that way, can we have another perception check, please?
There we go, 22.
22. Yeah, you see that little flash of light again, and as you're looking up that way, you can see that reflecting the light of the afternoon sun, it being at its zenith, at its peak, is sort of a metallic color to it that after a while you recognize as moving. And it's not too long until you're trying to think on it. No one goes up here. So whoever's up there creating, or whatever's up there creating that reflection, it might be someone wearing armor. And then you're thinking about when you saw them leave, and obviously Nim sort of flickering into your head. Yeah, you can tell that there's like a little crimson tinge to the figure. And then just as you're looking at it, you watch as another small, almost like an ant-sized blot moves across a portion of the bridge and begins to fall, and then goes sideways and is sort of held midair. And you can see that they're clamoring to help this person before pulling him back in. And it is about that portion that you recognize the awkward fumbling upwards that your party seem to get through life on.
Okay. And in terms of like how far away is this happening from her?
Very far away.
Very far.
So it's, you're standing on the street, sort of looking up at these towers. There is an outer wall of where the towers used to be, where the college used to be, a greenery that leads up to the ruins, that tower, and then a bridge, and they are very high up in the air.
And is there anything else in the air around them?
Aside from the bridges, there are almost small,
like, I think
black
you'd be
dots.
specifically looking, for like people or creatures or like things that are moving. Like...
No, and nothing that's moving. You can only see like small black dots that seem to be an absence of light of some kind.
Okay. And once again, without flying, what the most direct route up would be?
To find a way over the big wall and then
Okay.
into the college up through the ruins, however they got up to that bridge, and then on
Okay.
from there.
I think she'd probably do like one like kind of look around her again to see if there is like anyone around her. And then I think she would like go fly up.
Okay. Can you make me a stealth check? I'm gonna see if you can do some stealthy flying.
That's an 18.
Okay. You sort of brace yourself, bend your legs. You feel that power growing as you attune yourself to the air, and as you alight into the air, sort of cruising up past a portion of the last building before you can get to the walls. There is a quick, almost like chirping noise, and you look to the side, and sort of soaring in your direction, you can see broad, sort of speckled wings that are cruising towards you.
Quickly?
Very quickly.
And do I recognize what this thing is?
Make me an insight check.
God. Also, do I have ether, or did they take ether?
You have ether.
Okay, just checking. I was like,
Yeah.
just checking because I hadn't
Yeah.
asked that earlier. That's a nat 1. But yeah, 7 total. But yeah, nat 1.
Could be a very big bird. And I'm as this thing is getting closer to you, the wingspan is massive. It's almost like 10 feet across, and then a very long, flat body in the middle.
Okay. Zephyr will try to like angle and fly like what's the word? Kind of defensively, like angling herself away from this thing, like trying to like keep as much distance between her and it, not knowing what
Okay.
it is.
Closer. It's getting closer. It's definitely heading in your direction. And after a while, you can then see sort of spiraling silver half helm that covers a good portion of their head. Pointed ears, leather chest plate, and the wings that sort of extend outwards. It's a flit dancer that is heading in your direction. One of these guards with these massive adornment of feathered wings.
How far out from her friends is she?
Great question. You're about 500, 600 feet away from them at the moment.
Okay. Is she? Well, this is a question. I have to double check on my side first. Is she?
I don't know. Is she?
Uh, if she uses something like gust of wind, to try and propel herself faster to get to her friends faster, is that something that works? Like, because she doesn't fly with wings, she
Yeah.
displaces air.
Yeah, no, I get
She-
that.
Yeah.
Let me have a look at.
Like,
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a great question. Bum bum bum. Make Yeah, I would say yes, because it's a 60-foot line of strong wind. So
Mm-hmm.
yes, I would say if you want to use gust of wind.
Actually, wait, can she even use a gust of wind while flying? Is
Yeah.
another question.
I don't see why not.
I think gust of wind is concentration.
It is, yes.
And is her
Is
flight not also
Ooh, is your
concentration?
flight concentration as well?
So that's what I was just thinking. It is, it's concentration. So she can't.
Yeah. Oh, that's mental.
Also, I'm at half health, so I'm guessing they've long rested.
You have long rested, yes.
Okay, cool. It's like I need to, yeah. Yeah, then she would just do
excellent,
that.
excellent idea. But yes, if you
But yeah,
cast gust
no.
of wind, you will begin to fall.
Yeah, no. She will not be doing that. But yeah, I think she would just like with all her might just try and like um uh outmaneuver, like outfly, basically, like try and, even though she knows that's like stupid, really, to try and do, but she just wants to get to them, and she does not like the idea of being stopped by this slit dancer alone. If something says a space I can see within range, that's just like in range of the spell, right?
Yes.
So like if okay, so that's yeah, so I guess she would, yeah, she just keep going towards her friends as quickly as she can. And
Okay. Make me an athletics check, please.
that's terrible. Athletics. Come on, Zephyr. No, that's bad, Zephyr. That was a 7.
Okay. There is a moment where this moving backwards, you can see this person still, and you're maintaining about equal distance. You notice as this person is moving towards you, they sort of crest upwards, and you lose sight of them as the glare of the sun, and you're looking in the wrong direction to the east, completely emits them out of your vision. And then as you raise your hand to double check where they are descending headfirst towards you, wings folded tightly against their back, so they don't need to fly because they are pinpoint falling with style. And as they fall past you, their wings open, and the air striking you with enough force to kind of move you a little bit, they begin to sweep around you in a tight circle that's close enough that you can now see them entirely. You can see like even the silver seams of their armor. You can see one hand is close to a sword that's strapped sort of along their leg, but they don't draw it, and just are continuously circling around you as their wings are now sort of flapping ever so gently.
Is Zephyr still moving as this is happening? Like,
you're still flying if you want to be.
Okay,
Absolutely.
yeah. She keeps flying towards her friends. She will not stop until this creature tells her to stop, or until she is forcibly stopped.
Okay. As they're continuously moving around you, after a while, they sort of cock their head. There are safer ways to get arrested, you know.
And what crime am I committing?
This area is not to be used. Descend, answer some questions, and I may not make this difficult for you.
to her knowledge, has she seen her party? Like, has this Flit Dancer
yeah.
glanced in that direction at all?
Oh, have they?
Yeah.
No. They seem to be
Okay.
focused on you.
And Junior, let's choose. How far away is she from them again?
Now I would say maybe 300 feet.
And why is this area prohibited from?
The College of Air is closed and unsafe. Please descend.
Think Zephyr would. She will descend, but first.
But first.
You said before that it's likely that when she tried to use her what's the word?
I don't know.
Her version, so her earpiece thing,
Yes.
that it was likely that it was interfering with any kind of like sending.
Mm-hmm.
I think she would try to use her like circlet message to see if that was also affected.
Make me an Arcana check.
Okay.
Arcana.
That thing that she's so good at. 10.
You begin to hear, as you send whatever the message is, you begin to hear fragments of who are you aiming the message towards?
It would probably be, so wait, before, when I could see Nim's armor and I could see like figures and I saw them helping somebody falling,
Yeah.
did I see anything other than Nim's armor? Like, could I make out the any of the thing falling was any of them, or
You
did it
could
seem
only
that
make out two figures, one of which you
Okay.
figured out to be Nim, and the other one to be whoever was fallen off the bridge.
Okay, then she's sending it to Nim because she's like, I have no idea who's even there. She's in her brain. She's probably thinking the one that's fallen is Cal.
She would be right.
Yeah.
Okay, you begin to hear fragments of conversation as you send this message through of Nim talking to the others, but you're only catching every like fourth word.
Yeah.
It's definitely some potent magic that's stopping a lot of communication. Even on a 10, you guess that because your circlet is an elemental created object and you're in the College of Air, that more than likely you would be able to use it if you had a little bit more control over what you were doing. But since, obviously above table for the audience who might know, at this point they have walked into the central tower, so they're no longer in the same area as you. So yeah, that's what you get from it. Is there's just fragments. You know that might be them, but aside from that, you won't be able to communicate at the moment.
So she's not even able to like send a message to them just to say like, okay, and are they still? Is she still able to see them, or see anything?
Not anymore. No.
Okay. she puts up her hands and says, I'll descend." And starts to kind of lower herself to, like, yeah, just kind of hovers, instead of kind of actively moving forward, and then starts to slowly like drift down,
Okay.
with her like hands up, just because she's, I feel like, probably aware that she doesn't want to antagonize. Yeah.
Okay. I have a very important question to ask you, which is,
Yep.
how did you disguise yourself this morning? What
She's
was the goal? And which objects were you using to do that?
she's got the headband on with the horns. She's got her hood like pulled up all the way, and she was wearing the mask that the turtle gave her.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. As your feet sort of lightly touch this greenery, you can see a good portion of the grass is dead and some of it's scorched a little bit. The flit dancer alighting on the ground as well. What is your purpose in these walls?
I was looking for my companions.
You are aware, as I mentioned, this area is heavily restricted.
If you knew them as well as I, you would know that restrictions aren't necessarily a no for them.
You can see his eyes narrow a moment as he's looking at you. And he's almost trying to piece some things, but it's like trying to do a jigsaw with missing pieces. Make me an insight check.
Ta-da. Why can't I roll well today? 9.
Doesn't seem to believe anything that comes out of your mouth.
Zephyr, like, is still got like her hands like slightly raised. She does have ether on her. He is in a bag like under her cloak. And yeah, she's not about to say anything that will give them up, but she's also not looking to start a fight because she has something to defend.
Okay. Let me
and she just kind of shrugs. Yeah.
What purpose did you have exploring these ruins?
I wasn't looking to explore, I'm just looking for my companions.
Are you a member of the college?
I am not.
So your companions are members of the colleges?
Not to my knowledge.
Then what purpose would you have with attending a place of learning?
They came this way, I was told, and I'm just looking for them. That is, I honestly don't know more than that.
Well, regardless, unless they have been allowed in with the mark of the colleges, then no doubt the guards have already arrested them. So let's not get you in trouble as well. Unfortunately, you will need to come with me and leave.
I appreciate that, and she does step in the direction that he tries to lead her, and she says, "Would it be possible to find out if such people have been arrested?"
I can look
But-
into it, certainly. It is within my capability as a guard of the city.
For bail purposes, you know.
You can see, like, he furrows his brow again. Do I know you?
She looks at him and would answer as like honestly, and so she doesn't know him, so she's like, I don't know. Does she recognize him? Like, has she seen him before?
As
Because
you
he's the
guys
split
are...
dancer.
Yeah, as you guys are talking, you remember that not too long ago, in a town, there
Mhm.
was a flit dancer who arrived. And as you're sort of thinking on that memory, you look at this man, and you recognize that when that one arrived, there was another one that was nearby, and that is the man that you're talking to right now.
What was the town that he?
I can't remember the name of the town now. It was in the crossroads.
Yeah, I
when
think she
you
would mention it.
Barkloss?
brought the bandits back.
What was that, Ben?
Was it Barkloss?
No, it would have been... Let me find it for you. Episode... Dun, 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 dun. Desperatus Junction.
I don't believe we spoke, but our paths might have crossed at Desperatus Junction.
You can see he, like... There's a little bit of... disbelief, almost. Can you make me another insight check?
How is that another nat one? I'm throwing out the digital dice. I'm roll. Where are my real dice? Ah!
Do you wanna roll with your real dice?
Yes.
Mainly because I, by the way, purposely believe, or don't believe, that the digital dice are not rigged, because I refuse to use them unless I'm rolling like damage for an enemy. Because
Oh, God.
the amount of times that I have fucked on rolls using digital dice cannot be
Yeah.
statistically
Right.
right.
I don't think you understand how bad I am with real dice too, though. So wait, that was insight. 14.
Okay. There's like a little disjunction in the way that he's looking at you. And as you're looking at him looking at you, I think you slowly become aware of the fact that perhaps you might not have the same visage anymore to other people.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Because of something you're wearing.
Mm-hmm. I don't think she would remove it, but I do think she would just like have said, yeah, like what she said, like Desperatus Junction, and then as she has this realization, she's like not wanting to say or remove the mask because like it has proven to be this like defense, and she doesn't know what he'll do if like she's wearing this mask that is masking her identity. Like I think it will make him think she thinks he'll ask more questions.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
she goes, those people I was with those were the companions I'm looking for.
Right, yes. You were you brought a bandit to heal, from what I recall. I believe you or one of your companions then took a contract with one of the nobles of the city?
Yeah, I believe that was the case.
Are you... Oh, okay. There is a moment where he just kind of lets he's processing the information you're giving him. And then after a while, you watch as a portion of his helm sort of flickers, and there is sort of a shift in the way his eyes look, and he's like peering at you. Are you yourself a... forgive me, this is a strange question, but given everything that's happened in the last 48 hours, you arrived in the city but a while ago, right?
Yes.
Are you also here on a diplomatic envoy? Given that you were traveling with a noble,
God, would she lie?
It's not a lie.
True. But she's like, yes, I am traveling with a noble. We are still traveling with a noble.
And from which side do you sit?
Does ever know what that means?
Make me an insight roll.
And she's like, the left.
Oh, that one's fine.
Why am I? No, I refuse to. Why am I rolling digital dice? No, bad Mel. Or other. 11, 17.
Okay. You're looking at him, and he's now like at first it was just kind of soft questions. Now he seems very curious, and he's asking about like, diplomatic envoys. You were traveling with a noble, and then that specific question, like which side do you sit? You distinctly remember that last night a dragon landed in the palace. A blue dragon. There may be diplomats, such as Keenan and other nobles, the Lady Sunshard. But that question, you kind of infer that perhaps which side do you sit? There might be another diplomat in the city who is on the opposite side of a conflict. And the longer he's looking at you, which despite you wearing the mask and it obscuring your visage and things like that, there is still an elemental nature. The turtle giving you a little bit of that fiery aspect to you. You're in the elemental city. He's trying to figure out if you're with the Stormcaller or not. Because whoever arrived on that dragon was not your mother.
I am trying to work out like what the answer like obviously she's not on his side, but I don't know what she'd actually like the words she would use to convey like the opposite of his side. So I think she'd say the I think she'd say like this Zephyr, sweet summer child, she'd say the side of peace, the side of and she would like look down at herself and she goes, I know how I may look, but I am a person of this city, and I have only ever wanted to see it prevail and for its people to be safe.
Okay. Can you make me either persuasion or deception? Because I'm not sure which one. Whatever one you want to pick.
That's a 21 in
Okay.
persuasion.
You're a member of the... So you've lived here?
A long time ago.
Would I know any of your family?
That depends. Did you ever like buying fine wooden antiques?
Let's see. Oh, okay. You see, there's a minute where he's trying to like scrunch his face while he's looking at you, and I think, despite your very terrible insight rolls, I think you come to recognize that the thing with the mask is perception. Like, he's not actually changing what your face looks like. It's just kind of fudging the fact of who you are. So it's more Doctor Who. It's more like a perception filter. He's like scrunching his eyes, almost like blurring you in his vision a little bit. You mean Averell?
Zephyr is surprised that he does, and would say yes. Is my father.
Was a good man. So that would make you Zephyral, right?
And with the jig is up, she puts her hand to her face and removes the mask ever so slightly, just to kind of have it so that it becomes obvious that it's a mask, and he's able to see like the blue skin underneath before she slides it back on.
Yeah, as you sort of tilt that and his eyes widen a little bit, you notice as you are sliding it back on, he too is sort of like hands almost to your face, like, no, keep it. The calm of the swell is a lot better of a storm that you know. I didn't know that you were actually in the city. But Lady Sunshard has asked to keep an eye out for you and your companions. There's only a few of us that she can truly rely on. And given that they are in the city, I would highly advise that you keep out of their way.
And she looks at him again and she says, "So you know who I am?"
I have had the pleasure very recently of I think the surprise is better. But yes, I do know who you are.
Zephyr, yeah. I think she would nod and she says, "I am aware that someone has arrived recently into the city on a let's just say a large beast. Do you know the identity of this person?
I do. I do. I suppose you would call him cousin?
I see.
Um,
Eyebrows like knit together. I don't know how much the mask conveys that, but she underneath it is confused as hell. And goes cousin, because she's never really had to say that word. And she goes, okay, that's good information. I don't plan to stay in the city long, but I must find my companions. I wasn't lying to you about that. I have reason to believe, and was on my way to them. And she kind of glances back up, towards where she'd seen the glinting armor before.
you see his eyeline follows. Right. Here, come with me. He walks rather than flying. He walks you to the central portion of the College of Air. This wide open circular ruin of a tower that you can see there are some stairs that lead up to the bridges, which would take you a little bit of it's quicker if you fly. And you can see that there is a statue in the middle of the entrance, what you would guess to be the ground floor of this tower. And as he enters and you enter through the sort of threshold of this area, the statue shifts to look at him. Striding up to it, you watch as he plucks a feather from his wings and places it gently into one of the hands of this statue that begins to outstretch. And you watch as a portion of the central heart opens, and he sort of delves his hand a little bit in, bringing it back out, places something in your palm, and as you look down, you can see a round sigil with the element of air inscribed onto it. This should get you past a good portion of the wards, without any cause for alarm, unless anyone's looking out for a rune that hasn't been activated in, well, a long time. Yeah, and just kind of drops in your palm.
Thank you. I appreciate this a lot.
Try not to fly too much after this. We can spot you from a mile off, but it's quicker if you go up there now. Avoid the black spots. Not too sure if you're at all familiar with the ways of the arcane, but they consume any matter that comes near them, so just stay away. Yeah. Okay. I will let the Lady Sunshot know. She's currently nursing some injuries, but yeah, I will let her know that you're okay.
Thank you. Yeah, with that, she would get right back to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Floating your way up as you watch that very superhero style, just a massive gust of wind as he braces down and then up as the wings take flight. You watch that he flies not in the direction of the Vasura Citadel, which is the middle portion of the city that rises at the top spiral, this floating island with a palace that you saw the Dragonland on it. Instead, he kind of veers off towards the direction of where the Spywood sits. And there's a cliffside just on the outskirts of the city, and you can see he heads in that direction. As you float up towards the bridges, sort of making sure to avoid those dark spots and the light on the last portion of the bridge that is still attached to the central tower. You walk through this gateway that you can see that as you walk up to, the elemental sigil of air appears once again, and you notice that the same sigil in the rune that you're carrying sort of activates, and you're just able to cross through. And as you cross through, we will jump into initiative. As you move through the gateway, you can see that this massive tower, central tower, there's portions of the stone that you can see through in big gaps, and you can see fire, earth, wind, and air all moving in a spiral upwards up through the tower. Around it is this series of corridors that link in a circle to each of the other colleges, and veering towards the College of Embers, which is on the other side, you cross round and you come into sight of the massive backside, the massive butt of a golem, like this huge. It seems to be like a mix of stone and moss and crystal, massive creature inscribed with runes, very crude, very big. You can see that standing next to him is a very slight young woman, easily just about 18 or 19, you would guess. And across from her, further through, where you can just about angle because of the massive butt. I could say back, but butt is funnier. You can see your companions who are stood on the other side and seem to have entered into some form of conflict of some kind, and that is where we will switch over to, I'm guessing, Keenan, because you are the front man for this band of merry delinquents.
Yeah.
As I would like to clarify, my companions are stood and not one of them is falling currently.
Not one. No. They all crossed through. They're in the inside of this corridor.
All right, good.
As you Keenan, as you watch this hurried young woman cross around the corner and then obviously bump into you, is there anything you want to do to try and maybe de-escalate or escalate this situation?
Yeah. Keenan is going to hold his palms up and go, where did they go? We're on the, we nearly caught them. And he's directing question to this 18-year-old that has no idea what's going on. He's just going to try and bamboozle her. Where have they gone?
You immediately see confusion on her face as she's looking at the three of you, and then looks at you again. Make me a persuasion roll, please.
I'm gonna flash my tattoo. You know, the one that lights up that gives me advantage.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 28.
Okay. On a 28, she does sort of furrow her brow a little bit, looks past you, and is looking at the three of you. She hasn't taken any indication of following where you want her to go, but you have sort of stopped her in
that was the
immediately
the
activating whatever she was about to do. Yeah.
We're in pursuit of a criminal. The attack last night. We are the heroes that saved a lot of the festival goers. That weird ribbony woman. We just seen her run this way.
Keenan, you cut out.
I
didn't hear that last portion.
Can you hear me now?
Try again.
I'll let you down a well.
We've lost Keenan's fallen off the bridge, guys. That's what it is. End of story. All right, let's go home.
Well,
It should. Why is this not working? It's plugged in.
We can hear
I
you
can
now.
hear you now.
Ah, excellent. I just changed USB slots. So yeah, I'm gonna say we're in pursuit of a criminal, the attack at the festival last night. We're the people that thwarted that attack. So you could check in with the local constabulary, but we're in hot pursuit. Which way did the woman go?
Like still looking at you, and she like moves her head up to the golem and presses her hand against it, and you watch as green magic begins to pour out and around, and sort of this aura begins to emanate slightly. Can I have Nim and Kanathar both roll me deception checks? So we're gonna make this a group roll. Because obviously Keenan is very persuasive, but is flanked behind him by these two sheepish-looking peoples.
That's a big 7.
Okay,
But it's a big 7.
13. Okay. As she's looking at you, there's very much a okay. I get that you're heroes, but why are you here? Like, this is and you watch the aura from the golem is continuing to like expand outwards.
I'm putting on this act of being frantic because mid chase, we saw the attacker from last night at the festival. She came this way, and we've been chasing her. She came through this archway behind us, and we've just followed through. We didn't have time to ask for permission. We need to apprehend her.
Okay, no, that's fine. And she begins sort of making indications on the golem on different parts of its form. You can see she's activating different runes, and the aura is continuing expanding out, which she's like, I will obfuscate you from the scan, and if we pick anyone else up, we will be able to find her. That's completely fine.
It's just taking excessive notes right now. It's like,
as that is happening, obviously Zephyr coming around the corner, you guys see a portion of this blue little flashed figure behind the golem. Zephyr, you run straight into this aura that's sort of expanding outwards from the golem, and you watch as your rune activates, and her head whips around to Zephyral. She's like, there! And she's going to hold person on Zephyr. I need you to make me a wisdom save.
At least it's a wisdom save. You do it terribly. Dice come back. Zephyr. Wisdom save. Okay. 19.
Okay. You feel that magic sort of cast over you, doesn't take hold. You watch the golem begins to turn to you. We are going to go into initiative. I was hoping that maybe you guys, the other two, would help you out, but
it's fine.
sadly not.
Fortunately, deception is one thing I am shit at.
Hey, it was worth a try.
Not great either.
It's deception and cliffs.
Initiative, on the other hand, much better. 23. No.
Okay. I will say this. You've definitely toned her down from killing you to maybe knocking you out. So at least you have that.
Wait, who is this person?
So this is, you would guess, one of the apprentice mages from her clothing. And the fact she's quite young. Maybe she's been put on some form of arcane guard duty with her companion, which is the golem. So he's the muscle.
Okay.
She's just a mage.
Yes.
Can I get initiative rolls? Nim.
9.
9. Keenan.
14.
14. Zephyr.
16.
And Kalanthar.
3.
3. Okay. As we go into initiative, obviously we watch her try and put the whole person spell on Zephyr, and then the golem, in response to it not working, is going to turn to Zephyr and just try and slam you up against the wall. With a 23
That hits.
for 19 points of force damage.
Oof. Why couldn't you be non-magical bludgeoning damage?
It's not going to take its second attack because, as far as it's aware, this is very much like not a full if you get what I mean. It's not a full combat. They're just trying to stop the ribbon lady from getting away, who is not the person that they've stopped. Zephyr, your reaction as you get 19, as he slams you into the wall.
What went there? Reactions. Come on. Can I use Wrath of the Storm? When a creature within 5 feet that you can see hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction to cause the creature to make a dex saving throw.
Yes, absolutely.
Yep.
I will do that now. 9.
We'll take 2d8 lightning with thunder. So 2d8. Where is my d8s? Yeah, that's a d8. 5, 6, 11 points of damage.
11 points of damage.
Of lightning damage. I'll go.
Yes.
I'll do. Yep.
Amazing. Anything else?
That will be.
So I believe that's your reaction, isn't it?
Yeah, that's my reaction.
So what is your action and your bonus action?
Am I first?
You're first, yeah.
Ah,
yeah.
That never happens. Okay. In that case, then I would first of all, Zephyr was gonna look at this woman and be like, and hold up the air rune thing and be like, "Hello, what? Please."
I would say
hardly.
without needing to roll, not you, because you wouldn't know this, because you've literally only just entered the conversation, but for the others, for you, Keenan, you kind of understand that you mentioned this woman sort of running away. She got away. A rune that the golem was scanning for runes, so she took you out of whatever the scanning was, and so it picked up on the only other abnormal thing in this building, which was Zephyr's rune, because obviously the College of Air hasn't existed for over a century. So in her eyes, she saw the rune and was like, you, and then just went into it. So she doesn't consider you guys hostile at the moment. But for you, Zephyr, yeah, you've literally just like run in, this lady's tried to grab you with some magic, the golem's like wha-bang, and then obviously you're the first thing up.
But why are you hurting me? Help! And then she would. What would she do? What would her action be? What about sections? What did you say this thing looks like it's made up of?
Stone, clay, moss, a little bit of crystal.
Okay.
Seems to be earthly based.
Okay. What is the... Are any of my companions like directly next to it?
No, just you.
So okay. So I'd say she'd move back so that she's at least 10 foot away from it. And then would use shatter on it.
Okay, I will say moving 10 foot away would mean that it's going to attack you again.
Shit, yeah, that's true. Wait, so I'm like 5 foot, like with.
Your fight, so
within...
it attacked you, so it's in with
Yeah.
melee with you.
Okay.
I
So
would
I'm
say
like...
that your companions aren't in melee with her or the golem, so they're 10 feet away from you at the moment. 15 foot away from you, rather. So whether or not that changes anything, I don't know.
Yeah, they would. Oh. Wait, so am I like in the same square as it? Like if we were looking on a grid? Or am
If
I
you're
like,
looking on a grid, you'd be
adjacent?
next to it.
Okay.
Right next to it.
Okay.
Don't know why I did a meerkat hand pose, but
Yeah.
you'd be right next to it.
Yeah, I think that would still work. It could be 10-foot radius from this where I center it. No, then that would hurt my friends. Yeah, let's not do that. Let's not hurt them.
If you want to use shatter, I will say it won't hit them. So
Okay.
if that's where you want to go, you can go.
That's
ahead
what I
and
wanted.
do
Yeah,
that.
shatter. Yeah, to not hit them, not hit me. Yeah, I would use shatter. On it. Actually, wait, no. No, that's a bad move because it's Constitution, and I feel this thing it's probably got a high Constitution. But
It
that is the
does.
vibe.
It's a big boy.
It's a big boy.
It's a big boy.
Why do all my spells have to do something big? Um,
You are a nuke. Literally.
nope.
I'm gonna need a decision.
I know. I'm trying to work out how chromatic orb would work at such distance. I think she's just gonna she's just gonna do inflict wounds. She doesn't know, like she's panicking. It's so close. She's just gonna grab it and yeah, try to inflict wounds on it.
Okay.
So yeah. That is why am I still rolling this stupid digital dice? It's a 9. Does not hit. Yeah, it was a 9 to hit.
Okay, interesting.
Can this thing even take necrotic damage?
A 9 is a miss, but you watch as you sort of surge that energy into the golem. It rolls around it and it arcs out of one of the runes on its back and hits Keenan instead. So I'm going to need you to roll damage.
Oh no.
So as a reaction, in response to a spell attack missing the golem, I had to check if it was ranged or not. It doesn't matter. It can cause the spell to hit another creature within 120 feet of it that it can see.
Damn, it's like a beefed up deflect attack. The defender.
Oh, so like, that's weird. That's 27 points of damage.
Okay, that is big.
But
At
Okay.
least it was only 3rd level and not 4th.
With that, anything else?
Yes. Where was the bonus? She's gonna use the thing that lets her like fly away without what I forget what it's called. Where is it? Bonus actions. Yeah, tempestuous magic, so I can fly up to 10 feet away without provoking opportunity attacks.
Amazing.
Yeah.
You sort of fly backwards. Bum, bum, bum. Keenan, you're up as you feel that brunt of that green magic hitting into you.
So, are the mage and the golem within 30 feet of each other?
Yes.
And am I correct in that they're facing Zephyr, not us?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to try something devious, which is very Keenan.
Very Keenan.
And
We love devious.
Going to scream in their heads to Callan and Nim, because we're still telepathically connected from my weird psychic thing after death, to close their eyes.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast Hypnotic Pattern.
Very cool. What do I need to do? Or do you do something?
It is a wisdom save. Hopefully it's just the mage and the golem, but if I catch Zeph as well, we can deal with that.
So what I'm gonna need, we will chalk it up to this, because you're putting it in sort of in front, but Zephyr can hear you. So I will. Oh no, she can't. She can't hear
because
you.
I haven't established it with her. That's why I said.
Oh, okay. Then yes, she will be included in it as well. So I will need a wisdom saving throw from Zephyr. I need to make a wisdom saving throw as well. You watch as your magic casts over in this area and hits the golem. It just rolls off of him. What level did you cast that spell at?
Third.
Okay, yeah, it just rolls straight off of this construct.
Zephyr rolled a nat 20, so...
Nice. You see as Keenan does make the formations for a spell that you may have seen. I don't know how many times he's actually used it, but you may have seen him practicing at some point, and you know what's coming. You instinctively just shut your eyes. The mage failed, I believe. Let me double check. Wisdom. Yeah, she got a 10. She failed.
Okay, so she is charmed, incapacitated, 0 speed.
Oh, amazing. On a first one, incapacitated, speed of 0. Yeah. Okay.
And then, because this is so keen and coded, I'm gonna speak to the other two if you'll allow me to do this, and I'm gonna say I was hoping to get the golem incapacitated so you can take Zephyr out of its coding. We're going to pretend that she's got away. Someone get a message to her to run, and I'm going to run forward and turn the mage and like cradle her in my arms, like I'm protecting her, like some romantic hero, so that I'm distracting where she looks.
Yeah.
So she's got no idea we've attacked her or anything.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to create this scene.
Okay, so what I'm gonna need is a performance roll from you, Keenan, and your DC is gonna be quite high.
Yeah.
Because she is a mage, and it doesn't specify that she is not aware of that effect coming onto her.
Oh yeah, I'm hoping she assumes it's come from Zeph, not me.
Exactly. So, yeah, I'm going to need a very high performance roll from you, and this is your ability to act and convince her that your companions, the other two, aren't also hostile. Because while she can't harm you, she can harm them. If she was able to take actions. So this will be to safeguard the three of you against her. It won't affect her opinion about Zephyr because of the context of the acting
that's
that's going
fine.
on.
And I'm hoping it helps that neither of the other two have attacked her yet.
I think it greatly helps, yes. There's a very coincidental initiative.
So, does a 25
Yes,
meet the
25 is down, and she is gazing up in your eyes. You can see that the charm itself is just, she is entranced by you. And there's like almost, if we get it from her POV, it's like a shining light behind you as the background sort of fades away with like beautiful violins playing as you cradle her and turn her away. Amazing. She can't act on anything, so Nim and Callan, is up to you whether or not, or what you want to do in this moment, knowing that you can see what Keenan is up to.
I would like to put my finger to my ear and be like, Zephyr, run. Just run.
Is
Just-
Zephyr
just-
able to
just
hear
run.
this now?
Great
Are the
question.
comms still
Uh,
broken?
Nim, make me an Arcana check.
I'm not great at that. 14?
Okay. You are unable to use your hearing.
Damn.
Does my mind link work? If I try that.
I can't tell you if it works or not. The only person whose link still seems to be working is Keenan's at the moment.
Okay.
Because you haven't attempted to use it yet.
Well, I was just going to use my Kalash style one, not the item.
I know.
See if I
That's
can-
what I'm same thing. Until you try it, you don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, Nim, what are we up to?
Also,
Um,
Keenan's looking hurt. Very hurt.
Yeah, he is bleeding out of his nose. And it's not like normal blood,
Yeah.
it's like a little black sludge.
But he's looking so dreamy while doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that rugged hero that's just come off
Yeah.
out of a battle type
Yeah,
look.
yeah,
I think what Nim would do is she is going to kind of actually, this is a good question. Are Keenan and the mage like on our side of the golem or Zephyr's side?
So the golem is next to the mage, like they're standing side by side, and so Keenan is cradling her and is next to the golem. Zephyr was sort of smashed up against the wall and has now floated back 10 feet.
Okay. I think Nim would. Yeah, she's not going to attack, but she is going to kind of step towards everyone, like walk towards the golem, and she's going to, as she's like passing to try and get on Zephyr's side of the golem, basically between the two of them, she will, as she passes, put her hand on Keenan's shoulder and give him 20 points of health with her lay on hands. And then
Very
she will
nice.
just go and kind of stand the other side and try and like use her body to block the fact that she's going to signal to Zephyr to like run. She's going to use her hand and like almost shoo Zephyr and be like, fucking go. And like so, but she's trying to use like her big body to like block what she's doing with her hands, but she's also not grabbing any weapons. But she will then put her hand like near where her little hand axe is, just in case shit goes down. But she's not actively like prepping anything. She's just like signaling to Zephyr like fucking run, and then standing in that general area trying to be like, everything's chill, nothing bad's happening here.
Okay.
There is no war in Boston, so
Kalinthar, what are we up to?
Right. Question. As
Answer.
it's a golem and I've
Mhm.
made my own,
Mhm.
would I be able to add proficiency to any Arcana check to see anything about this or not?
But here's the thing. Yours is a
It's
steel
mechanical,
construct, and yours is
I'm
mechanical. I would say no
curious if it would help.
because I would say no because yours is coming from a tinkering standpoint, and hers is coming
Mhm.
from a wizard standpoint.
Yeah. Okay.
They're very vastly, although obviously there is some crossover. It's very vastly different skills.
Okay. So I'm gonna kind of walk up behind, like next to the golem, whilst this is going on. I'm gonna try and decipher how it works, like the rune, because I saw her activating the runes and stuff.
Okay.
And see if there
Make
was a way I
me
could.
an Arcana
Yeah,
check.
go ahead. So that is a 21.
You would guess that only as you're looking over the runes is pretty simple. You would, I think, need a little bit more time to study properly and find an off switch. You would guess that they're probably paired with the mage. So you wouldn't be able to input any commands to this. Much like your still defender can't take orders from anyone but you, the golem itself can't take any orders from anyone but the mage.
So there's not like not like an obvious like core to it or anything like
No.
that.
If there was, I would say that you do know where it is because you succeeded quite high on the. You would guess it'd be very far inside, and the reason why they're built so sort of massive and really without any form or like elegance to it is to safeguard the core, which is kept in the middle of this giant frame of stone and crystal. So you would need like a chisel and a good few hours before you could, or some significant magic to sort of blast through it.
Okay. So it's like they're linked. There's not like any like actual sigils I could interfere with or anything.
So if you were linked to it, you would be able to press the buttons. But yeah, you're not linked, so no button pressing.
Okay. I kind of left up all the plan I had. I'm seeing all the spells just roll off it. I'm assuming it's some form of magic resistance of some kind.
Yes.
So
I'd say on a
20
21, rather than the sort of vague hinting that I've been giving, on 21, you know that the golem has some form of limited immunity to spells. It might be the specific power of the spells, aka level. The level of the spell forced at it might be able to just be immune to things that might involve saving throws, and you've already seen a spell attack bounce off of it. So yeah, that I would say on that
basically
information.
my plan was, my initial plan was going to be if I could identify a rune structure on there that I could interfere with, I was going to jam the gauntlet blade in it and like keyhole it. But
that's pretty cool. I would say you might be able to interfere with it if you want to give it a go. If that's what you want to go with, but it might consider you hostile if you do that.
It was going to essentially be, if Keenan's thing doesn't work out, I'd hold an action to then jump up on the rune I identified and then try and fuck with it. Was basically
Okay, we can hold that action for that turn. That's fine. It is the golem's turn. He is going to sort of raise his hand, and you watch from the palm of his hand this crystal dart fires off at Zephyr. Does a 20 hit?
It does.
That is 16 points of force damage.
Oof.
Is then going to step, close the distance past Nim. So obviously Nim and Zephyr, it's going to just sidestep you, Nim. And going to slam Zephyr again. For 23.
Yeah.
23 hits.
For
Can I silvery barbs that?
Yes, you may.
And I'm going to give the advantage to Zephyr.
That's a crit. Do I have to take the lower?
Yeah, you do.
Whew. Oh my god. That is a 19 points of damage.
Zephyr is down. That's all she had
Okay.
left.
You watch, it fires off the crystal dart, closes the distance, slams Zephyr's head against the wall, who just immediately just hits the ground. And then just, it stops and stands still. Zephyr, do you want to roll them, or do you want me to roll them for you?
Can you roll them, please?
Okay. Let me just bring up. Next up is Keenan.
Okay.
As that rolls around, I'll just like try my Kalashtar telepathy to Keenan if all other ones get interrupted, and I'll just go, so am I attacking this thing or not?
I mean, we're continuously connected for, I think, 2 more hours. We can just talk back and forth. It's fine. Let me try one more thing. And I'm going to, seeing Zephyr go down, will you let me re-establish my telepathic connection with everybody? Because now I can see all 3 of us with her unconscious.
Does it specify that they need to be willing?
No, they can end it whenever they want.
Yeah. Let me...
One or more creatures you can see.
Just read it out for me.
Yeah, so you can establish telepathic communication between yourself and others, perfect for quiet infiltration. As an action, choose 1 or more creatures you can see, up to a number of creatures equal to proficiency bonus, which is 3, which is all 3 of us, or 3 of them. Then I roll one of my psionic dice, which tells me the time. The chosen creatures can speak telepathically with you, and you can speak telepathically with them. No action required to send or receive a message. We must be within a mile of each other. They can't use the telepathy if they can't speak any languages, and a creature can end the connection at any time. Again, no action required.
Then yeah. It doesn't specify she needs to be willing, so yeah, you can relink it with everyone.
Okay, so we have another 3 hours. That's up to a mile. And then, follow up to that, Healing Word is a verbal component. But I don't have to speak that at normal volume, right?
Yes.
So, I would like to... No, actually, how am I'm going to fake this and go, you don't get to... die, we need information, and I'm gonna use that to cast Healing Word on Zephyr.
Smart. Make me a sleight of hand. She will roll this at disadvantage because she's charmed by you. Okay.
So sleight of hand. That is an 18.
Okay. On an 18, she is just still like gazing up at you.
Okay. So I'm doing the Healing Word at 2nd level. It's a bonus action. That is plus stuff. 8 points of healing. You take Zephyr.
Yay.
And you hear in your head, I'm so sorry for shouting at you, but please can you run away now?
Amazing.
That's my turn.
Okay. How long does hypnotic pattern last? Is my question.
A minute.
A minute. Okay. So you still got a while. So she's still charmed. Okay. So she can't do anything. So Nim, and then Callan, it's you guys.
Yeah, I guess Nim also sends the message like, Keenan, what the fuck do you want us to do?
Just pretend we're protecting the mage for now.
Okay. She like just continues to stand there and is like, and then just turns back to the other two wards where the mage and stuff is, and just says, "I'll protect you from her. She won't attack you like she did those others the other day." And then she just kind of stands there and then gets out her battle axe and is like doing just protective stance, but just kind of is also looking at Zephyr like, please just fucking run. Please.
I think it's like, this is the last time I ever come looking for you guys. Like, what the fuck?
Nim, can you make me a deception roll, please? Or performance?
They're both equally average, so let's. That's 4. That was
Okay.
a nat 2, so that's not gone well.
Good.
Typical Nim.
Calanthar, you're up.
As my right's active and she's incapacitated, is she like in a like a dream, like pseudo dreamy thing right now, or is she just like lost in his
Check the
eyes?
word in. She's in a stupor.
She is considered charmed, but not asleep. So
Not conscious. Okay.
she's very, very much conscious.
Okay. Is there so like where we were going up to? Is there like a door leading further on from where we are, or is it like we're just on?
At the moment, the only door you can see is the one that you guys passed through. It is a massive circle, so obviously the walls cut off your vision before you can get to the next one. At the moment, it's just a big corridor.
Okay, and it's like too far to like see an actual exit of any kind at the other end.
Yeah, like I said, the only one you can see is the one you came through. So once, obviously, whenever something curves out of sight, the walls will cut off anything further from.
Okay, so
from there.
it's like it wraps around like in a corridor.
Yeah, so
from where we...
like the corridors link each tower in a massive circle, and you guys are at air, and then obviously the circle continues. But once it reaches a certain point, you can't actually see past that, if you get what I mean.
Okay, and we have no idea of the internal structure of how you get up and down this thing. From
so you guys are like close to the highest point, because that was the discussion we had with were you going to go through the tunnels or through the bridges, and you guys went for the bridges. So this portion, there's only 2 places that you can go from college to college. One of them is across the ground and under the tunnels, and the other one is through the bridges, which is at the top. You guys are doing the bridge part. So there is no stairs, there are only the gateways to each college, and then once you're in those college towers, that's when you can start like moving up and down.
Okay. Just trying to think if there's anything I can do which doesn't clock up what Keenan's doing. I don't think there actually is, because everything I do either is loud or it's stealthy and kills people, so I can't really help. And they're okay with us. It's just Zeph that they've got a problem with right now.
As far as you're aware, Keenan has convinced them that Zephyral is the enemy.
Okay. I'm gonna go past and just try and find where we're gonna go after this blows over, just so I can see if anything's coming up for us. So I'll make my way like around the corner and kind of scout ahead, I guess.
Sure.
I guess
You move at
stealth.
50 feet, right? So you can get a
Yeah.
good way around. Yeah. You move about 50 feet. You can start to see that some of the decor is beginning to change a little bit. You'd guess maybe a little bit more, and you would be able to see another door. Are you gonna dash at all, or are you just gonna move that 50?
I'm gonna try and be a bit sneaky with it. So do you want a stealth check, just in case?
It's whether or not you dash. If you don't dash, then you won't need to.
Sure, fuck it, I'll dash. Why not?
Okay.
We'll see.
Then stealth check, please.
Crap, misplaced them. Yeah, you fucking nat one. Are you fucking kidding me?
I mean, if
Total of 8.
if there were people in the corridors right now, they would be able to hear you, but there aren't anyone.
Oh wait, sorry, I've got advantage. I forgot. Let's check. Sorry, that is a 16, so that would be a 23 for stealth. Sorry, I forgot I get advantage.
Well, I take that back. If there were people, they wouldn't be able to tell where you were. No, luckily for you, there isn't anyone else in this corridor right now.
Okay.
And as you dash that 100 foot, you can see as it curves round, the final edge of your vision, where it curves round again, there is a gateway, and you can see sort of crashing waves that you would guess would be the College of Water. So you're about a quarter way round.
And there doesn't appear to, from what I can see from there, to be like another steward like we've just run into at the air thing, standing guard or anything.
No, not at the moment.
I will just hunker down on the corner. How far's our link, Keenan? Or do you have to be
A mile.
within sight? A mile. I'll just relay that back to Keenan. So I'll just be like, "There's for quite a while. We're okay for now. I'll keep an eye out from here because I can't really help out where you are right now. So I'll let you know if anything comes around."
I passed on the message to everybody else.
Okay. I'm gonna need to make a decision, which is Zephyr.
Hello.
I'm gonna need to figure out if the golem can tell if you're alive or not. And it's very stupid. No. It's gonna turn around and it's going to make its way it's only like 15 foot, back to the mage, and it's going to use his action to scan again. And as that wave of magic passes through, Keenan, I'm going to need you to make me an Arcana check.
Sure.
And your DC is... Let me look at it.
It's a 13 that I rolled.
Oh, okay. Your DC was 21. Because I rolled
Yeah.
Okay. As that wave of aura moves through, you watch as the golem, having sort of like, as it bumbles along, there's a lot of green nature magic moving through it. Whenever it hits, you watch the eyes go red, like classically, like a robot when it's evil. It slams Zephyr down, she falls down, you heal her, goes over, it's still green. And then it moves over to you and scans outwards, and as that scan passes over the mage, it flickers red. And it's going to attack you instead. But it's used its action already. So you know that it knows. The mage can't do anything, she's still affected. But it will be Zephyrel's turn.
I know I'm being very liberal with the messages back and forth, but can I like panic scream at Zephyr to take the golem out?
Zephyr's getting very mixed messages right now. Like,
I
if
will
feel like
say-
run,
I would say because you and Zephyr are next to each other in initiative, then that's fine.
Zephyr's like, first you want me to run, now you want me to start to golem. I don't know what I'm gonna fucking do. Zephyr is so confused on her collapsed heap on the floor. Very injured. She only has 8 hit points. What was that? 8 hit points, and the last thing she tried to do fucking just rebounded off this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck's sakes. Anything that I think first she wants to wait. So if we're this area that we're in right now, she came in through. So is this? Are we? I've gotten very turned around in terms of like trying to imagine what we're in. So we're in an enclosed room.
You're in an enclosed corridor. In a circle.
Okay, and then and Zephyr, to get into this corridor, how did Zephyr, Zephyr flew up and then
just walked, there's the sort of rest of the ruined bridge. You just landed on that bit. There's a gateway. You just walked through it into the corridor.
Right, okay. And so Zephyr can still see, can she still see the gateway?
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, I think she... the link that she has with Keenan, the psychic one, right now, is it only through Keenan? She's not connected to the others, right?
I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of how it reads. It's not particularly clear, but
yeah. Okay.
I believe that's how it works. Yeah.
I think she's gonna, and I don't know how much she knows of this link either, but considering she's only spoken to Keenan so far, really, I think she would yell, shut your ears, tell the others to Keenan, and then hope it makes it to the others, but it might not. And then she is going to use Thunderstep to put space between her and this thing, because everything she has is not close quarters, and and then she's going to use 3rd level Thunderstep, and that's a Constitution saving throw.
I believe.
But I think the only, is she within 10 feet of this thing?
So
still?
It's within melee with you, and the Nim is 5 feet away from you.
Okay.
Because Nim put herself... So basically, you were fighting it, you flew away 10 feet, and Nim put herself in between the two of you.
Right, okay.
And then it moved back around to be in melee, so you're in like a little triangle, essentially.
Right.
So you would hit Nim with this as well.
What does it do? What
It's
is
a
about to happen?
If Zephyr's no longer in melee range with it, so if Zephyr's no longer in if she can move away without it reacting, then she'll do that instead of
it will react.
It will react.
Yeah.
I think I can still use the...
Oh no, you're right. I got myself turned around. It moved away from you to go scan Keenan, so it's not actually anywhere near you.
Okay. Is it still, if I... Yeah, so I would just put further distance between myself and it. So probably like another 15 feet. And then, I think she's just like, how do I even attack this thing without hurting my friends?
It is the perfect enemy for Zephyr specifically, being a sorcerer.
I think she would yell at like Keenan, just saying like, I don't know what I can throw at it that wouldn't hit it, that would hit it and not you guys.
Yeah, it's fair.
And so I think she'd put distance. I think she would heal herself. So I'm gonna use I use inflict wounds before I didn't put a spell slot. There we go. And then I think she would use third level cure wounds on herself.
Okay.
To get some more hit
Hey,
points.
that's super smart.
Yep, so she's going to regain 26 hit points. And then, yeah. Let me see if I can bonus anything that won't kill people. Because that's, you know. I don't think she really has anything that's not damage dealing. So, yeah, right now, I think she's just gonna heal and put space between them.
That is smart, very smart. Keenan, as you come to the realization that the construct has clocked on to what you're
Yep.
doing,
Yep.
what would you like to do?
So, realization hits, panic hits. We're killing the golem. Everyone hears in their head. And I'm going to drop the mage gently as possible so that she's facing away. And then I'm going to spin. And did I hear right that Nim's within melee of the golem?
No, you are.
Oh.
Right. Okay.
Just drops the dagger. Oops.
Yeah, I'm like, how do I get a sneak attack on this? Okay, I'm just gonna stab it, but pump some psychic pain into that as well at the same time.
Sure.
If I hit it.
This is a question less for. I don't think Zephyr would know this, and more. Would Callan know this? / would this be true if the Steel Defender? If Callan died and the Steel Defender were to die, and it be his canary, would killing / incapacitating the mage do the same thing to this thing?
That would be his hypothesis. But he would...
My answer is, Callan learnt a great deal about the golem by investigating into it. If he were to spend another action doing that, then I would be able to give you the information. Because that is him actively trying to figure out how this thing works. But he's not there at the moment, so
Okay, fair enough.
can't tell you the answer.
I'm too far away.
Oh, this is so chaotic. I'm so sorry.
I was totally planning on like implanting a black powder satchel in its back, like sneakily, but I was like, I don't want to fuck Bikini's plans, so I'm just gonna scout.
Look, the plans were
Does a
good.
17 and a 16 hit?
17 hits, 16 does not.
Okay, that is fine. Let's do the standard damage first.
Well, at least we know it's the armor class now.
So that is 7 points of normal stabby damage,
Okay. Yep.
and where is it? And 14 points of psychic.
Okay. Awesome. Anything else?
That was my action. Bonus action. I'm going to bonus action disengage. I don't do this a lot. I'm trying to create some distance from this golem. Pretending to run after Zeph. Oh no, I can't bonus action disengage. Ignore me.
Yeah, I
Won't
was
use
just
my bonus
double
action to hit.
checking if
Yeah.
you had 3 bonus actions or not.
No, I don't.
I had 2 bonus
I
actions.
absolutely
or not,
do not.
sorry.
So I'm going to stay where I am and go. I'm going to die.
Okay. The mage can't go. Nim.
Having heard we're killing the golem, basically going full whack at the golem with battle axe is her plan.
Okay.
So let's hope I can roll better this week than I did the other week. Not much better, that's 14.
There's a miss.
I thought it might be, but I'm going to use my second attack. That is an 18.
18 is a hit.
Awesome. So that is 9 damage from it's 9 slashing damage from the axe, but she is going to divine smite this bitch. Which I can't remember how many dice it is at level 2. 3d8. I need more d8s. Apologies, my d8s have run away from me. There we go. That is another 8 radiant damage.
8. Got it.
And then, what do I want to do with my bonus action? I will. Hang on. How are Zephyr and Keenan looking? Are they looking unhappy with life?
A
Zephyr's
little bit hurt, but not as unhappy as I was before you gave me lay on hands.
Zephyr's at 34 out of 54, so she's looking hurt, but not like about to keel over hurt.
Okay. I might. Yeah, I'll save that in case we need it. Instead, I will. How does one? I can't remember. Yeah, I will. No, I won't. I won't use a bonus action. I will save it for in case other things.
Okay.
Like, I don't want to.
Kalanthar.
All my. Yeah.
If I
As
take
you
my
are
full-
crouched there, you noticed a mage come out of the door that you're looking at.
Ah. Okay. Do they look like they're coming towards me, or are they just?
As
chilling?
far as you can see, they literally step through the gateway, and then you can hear Nim sort of clang against a stone portion of a golem, and their head sort of tilts, and they look a little bit intrigued, but they don't seem to be like actively knowing what's going on.
Okay. Do they have a golem with them as well, or is it just?
They do
another
not.
golem?
They do not.
Okay.
You can see, as they're standing there, like a good portion of very blue robes, the crest at the seams of with white fur. So they're clearly an elemental mage of water. You're just not sure if they're gonna join in.
Right. I really want to just like stealthy and then just hidden blade it, but I'm gonna try and help the others. Right. I'm guessing if I take my full 50 feet of movement, can I actually get to the point where I could see them? See the golem? Or
Yeah,
am
yeah,
I,
yeah.
like, too far around?
No, I'd say that will give you enough place.
Okay. Does my stealth still count, or have I got to re-roll it now that I've walked in?
If you're moving, you will need to re-roll it.
Yeah.
And so this will go against their active perception because they are curious as to what's going on.
That's an 18.
That's a floor. Where did you go?
The dice has entered the floor drobe.
Okay, well, I'll need a different one then.
The floor drobe won.
Where are you? We're like Batman. Where is she? Where are my dice? Hang on. I'll be right back.
I mean, we did say we would just cause chaos, right?
Yeah. I don't really want to unalive one that we haven't even talked to yet, even though it would have been what you would probably do.
I mean, Zephyr did say to the guard earlier that if you knew her friends, you'd know that they would be causing chaos.
Yeah.
And he didn't believe her, and yeah.
I mean, there's a reason we're called Keenan's Chaos.
Yeah, there is. And it's normally Keenan causing the chaos. Like, my whole idea is that we could use this mage to get into the building without any more problems. Like, she could escort us. But I don't think that's going to work anymore.
There's just Keenan's brain being like, you charmed this mage. Can you ask her nicely to turn it off?
That is a what did you roll? 18?
Yeah.
Okay. As far as you can tell, they do not notice you.
Okay, cool. So I'll peek. Well, I'll move back the 50 feet, just so I can. Well, I'll move as far as I need to. Like if it doesn't take my full movement, I won't take the full movement. Because the Lombo's up to 600 feet.
Yeah.
So, I'll move whatever I need to get sight on the golem, and then I'll pop off 2 Lombo shots to try and deal with it. So that is a 18 to hit. The first one. Plus 1 psychic. I'm assuming 18 hits.
Yes.
So first one was 6 points of piercing, 1 point of psychic. Second one is 16. Yeah, so the second one hits, so that's a 24. Wow, I'm only really long and decent. So another 6 points of piercing and 1 point of psychic. And then I'll just kind of like tuck myself as best I can on the corner, so I'm not like openly standing in the hallway when the other one walks around. If I got any movement now.
Interesting. Oh, I need to roll. Oh, okay, that works. Okay, at the top of the round, the golem is going to attack Keenan, given that it has correctly identified that you're a little shit.
Yep.
First one is a 14, which I believe is a miss.
That is a miss, yeah.
Next one is a 15, which I don't know if
I'm going to silvery barbs that.
Okay. 29.
So the 15 stands, which is just a hit.
21 points up. So I've just seen how much health you have. 21 points of force damage. How much health do you have, Keenan? Just for brevity, how much health do you have?
21.
Yep, there we go.
Oh,
There we are. So,
Amazing.
Keenan
Nim would. Sorry.
goes unconscious, and the mage wakes up out of her stupor.
Sweet.
Nim will be using her reaction with the sentinel because she's within 5 foot of the thing, so she will be using opportunity attack on the golem
Go for it.
with the battle axe. And that is a dirty 20 to hit.
30-20 is a hit.
So because I've hit the creature, its speed becomes 0 for the rest of the current turn.
Yep. I mean, it's not going
and
anywhere. I can tell you that.
Is 9 points of damage again. 9 points of slashing.
9 points of slashing. Got that. Very nice. Zephyr.
Oh, Keenan. It's like, what do we do?
I mean, let's face it, Keenan deserves it for actually being a little chaos-inducing shit.
Da-da. Da-da.
What are you doing, Zephyr? I will say
she
that
is-
you observe Keenan go down, so you know the mage is no longer charmed.
Yep.
So if you want to target the mage, you can.
Yeah, we're doing that.
Actually, let me ask this question for Keenan.
Mhm.
Cardiff, you said you dropped her, right?
Yes, gently.
Okay.
I dropped her.
My
Kind of like,
question-
I rolled her away from us.
Yeah, my question to you is, how much do you like me as a person?
I
And
love you as a person.
If you think I'm handsome.
Yep, very much so.
Okay. For you, Zephyr, the mage is currently prone, so any attacks you make against them, with melee will have advantage if you were to melee them, because they're lying on the floor.
Okay.
So is Keenan,
I mean-
but that's beside the point.
Hmm.
When is Keenan not on the floor?
I know, pretty conscious or unconscious.
Sorry.
Keenan
I
is
should.
constantly prone.
I should say, when is Keenan not on his back?
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't gonna go for a melee attack.
Obviously they are prone, so you will have disadvantage on ranged attack rolls. But if you
Yeah,
were to
yeah.
go up and melee them, they will have
Yeah.
you will have advantage.
Yeah.
I mean, if you wanted to go at range, it wouldn't be disadvantaged because I gave you the advantage from silvery barbs.
True.
True. I mean, Zephyr doesn't want to kill her, but she does want to knock her out. This mage that we saw, this mage, does she is she human? Was that
I
ever
don't
covered?
remember what I think I did say she was half elven.
I was
Okay.
going to say I thought she was half elf.
Yeah, I think she's half elf. It does. I don't know if it would matter as to
Okay.
her
I was
race.
just curious. But yeah, I think Zephyr's gonna have to guiding bolt her.
Go for it.
Yeah. So Zephyr's gonna cast guiding bolt at third level.
Third. Good lord.
Wait, no, not third because I already used that. Yeah, second level. Chromatic, sorry, guiding bolt. At second level, and then we'll
Okay.
roll to hit.
Given that Keenan thinks that I'm handsome, I will say that he rolled her facing away from you, and thus she cannot counterspell this.
Okay.
And that does
Um,
hit.
So that was a 16
Yes.
to hit, and that is 18 points of damage.
Okay, yeah. You watch that guiding bolt blast off, hits her 18 points.
Pew, pew, pew.
Pew pew pew.
Yes.
Anything else?
Yes. What was the thing that I have? Meta magic. No. No. I think you should just use the finger guns. Pew pew pew. Yeah, just finger guns. So that is a 15 to hit.
So I've looked this up. I've actually looked this up. So
Yes.
finger guns only turns your hands into the guns, and then you have to use your action to use them as a ranged weapon. So I had to, because someone said that to me. I think my DM said it to me, and I was like, oh, okay.
Okay, no, that's all good then. Then I will not use the finger guns.
It's like shillelagh for a druid with a staff.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, then that is what that is all I will do.
Mhm.
I believe. Yep.
Okay. Keenan, do you want me to roll, or do you want to roll them?
I have rolled, and I'm gonna
Okay.
send you the result
Yep,
now.
that's fine. Kalanthar, you watch as the mage in blue, her head turns, hearing more kerfuffle. I don't know. She's gonna dash her 60 feet. She doesn't get to the point that you're at. She's about 10 feet away from you. This is a corridor. You have nowhere to hide, so she can see you. But she cannot see the others just yet. She's 10 feet away from seeing them. Just so you're aware, that's our action and bonus action. The other mage is going to get up from lying down on the floor, like a... See? And she is going to...
See her strapping hero unconscious on the floor and res me.
No. She is going to she is going to ooh. Yeah, she's going to throw a fireball at Zephyr.
Damn.
Wow.
No mercy.
Absolutely no mercy.
Everybody just attack Zephyr, why don't you?
I don't know why I rolled. I don't need to roll. Zephyr, I need you to make a dex saving throw, please.
Okay. Go do the hand dice. The dex saving throw. That's a 16.
16 is a pass. 7, 12. I can't do maths. You take 12 points of fire damage
Oh,
as
You're muted.
portions of the carpet
yeah.
catch
You
fire.
muted yourself.
Oh,
There we go. I was like, he's
I
saying things,
totally
and
knew
I
that.
don't know what he's saying.
Sorry, you take 12 points of fire damage as she like throws her hand up and a fireball ignites, launching itself over to you. She's gonna throw it. I've got to get this right.
Back
Hang
attack.
on. 10 feet, 25 feet. 5 feet. Yeah, I need Nim to make one as well.
Make sorry, I've already
Dexterity
forgotten.
saving throw.
Save. Good. That's 23 with a nat 20.
Ooh, very nice. You take 6 because you take half and you're also resistant.
Amazing.
That is her turn. Yeah. Yeah, that's her turn. Nim.
Keenan, how? Keenan.
Keenan's
Tina's
on the floor?
unconscious.
Yeah, but basically, can I get to him to do anything about the fact he is unconscious? Is the question.
Yes. You can.
Interesting. If I go to Keenan, am I then going to be out of melee with the golem?
The golem? No, because the golem is the one that put him on the floor.
Okay, cool. Then I will scoot round. Keenan, and I will. Why? Sorry, I'm like trying to find. I thought I had a healing potion, but it looks like I don't have a healing potion.
You might have used it.
So I am instead going to just give him 10 points of melee on hand, so I have some in case of emergency.
Okay.
But the Keenan's down and no longer. And then I am going to use my bonus action to where has it gone? Yeah, I'm going to use magic weapon and just turn my axe into a +1 axe instead, in the hope that it helps us hit it more.
Okay. Calendar.
The mage that's been fireballing and everything, the others. Does she look kind of rough at this point, or is she like? Pretty...
Can't tell you that. Unless you want to spend an action.
Okay. And how far roughly is the new mage, the water mage, from me?
She's about 10 feet away from you.
Okay.
And she's seen you. That's like she knows you're there.
Do you have interest with the festival garb that Callan got on the mantle? Does he kind of look like the water college guy's attire? Because you mentioned about the white fur and stuff.
A little, but I wouldn't say you've all seen that they're wearing specific robes as well as the
Yeah, it's
elemental
like
intonation. But you just look like you've been in a festival, so it's very different.
Yeah. I was wondering if there's a way I could flag it, but if that's the case, then no. Right, he's going to just bite the bullet because he knows he's going to take something to the back, and he's just going to launch off 2 longbow shots at the mage that's interacting with the others.
Go for it.
Was it the mage that dropped Keenan to one of the others
No,
to
it was
0
the golem.
last round? So
It
it's
was
just
the
the golem
Mhm.
for Zeph as well before.
Yep, it's just
Yep.
been the golem.
Okay, just double checking. Because if it was the mage, buying a hero would trigger advantage, so she's not. Okay, so that is a 23 to hit.
23 is a hit.
Fast. 9 points of damage to the first one.
Okay,
19 to hit for the second one.
that is a hit.
14 points for the second one.
Okay.
Bonus action, about anything cool. How far away am I from the golem currently?
50 feet.
50. Okay. I'll move 20 feet up, and then I'll use my... Actually, no. Actually, I'll turn round to the mage that's next to me and use my blood curse of binding. So that's a strength saving throw DC 13. And I will...
Holy shit. That's a buff mage. 15 with a -1.
I don't think I've actually had that binding work for
For a very long
probably-
time. Yeah, it's been
yeah.
like a reoccurring theme. You with heights, things with edges and heights, and the binding seems to be a reoccurring.
I really wish it like
theme.
scaled, but it just never scales. It's a DC 13 forever.
No, so the DC scales with your Blood Hunter level, I believe. So it goes up the more levels in Blood Hunt. I can't remember how that works. Because my Blood Hunters has the same thing, and mine scaled with it as I went up.
Yeah, so the must be level 8 then, because my
I think it's something to do with your
Crims-
intelligence and your Blood Hunter level.
so the Crimson Riot scales for me at the minute, but not the DC. My DC hasn't changed for binding for the whole time, so it must be like a level 8 thing or something later. Okay, so that fails. Use my movement. Yeah, I think I'll just stay like close to her. So like when she tries to run past, I'll just stab her, and then we'll call it there.
Keenan, I have only just noticed your message because it didn't come through until now.
Okay,
You rolled a 20, didn't you?
I did.
Do you want to take your turn now, and then we'll resume initiative?
Well, don't you do death saves at the end of your turn? So I assumed that I missed it. Anyway,
Good point. Very good point. I completely forgot. I was thinking Baldur's Gate rules for some reason, even though I've been playing this game for longer than that. It is the Golem's turn. I'm gonna roll to see if he can figure out if Keenan is alive. He is very dum-dum. Golem. Oh yeah,
Not
I
enough
think
for that
I think
to
a
strength
2
damage.
minus. I think a 2 minus 2 is
It's a
very
good-
strong. Yeah.
yeah.
It's gonna hit Nim instead. It knows that
It's
you're
not
hostile.
enough to know that Keenan was up to shenanigans, though. It's not older.
19 to hit you, Nim.
That will miss.
26.
That does hit.
That is 33 points of force damage.
Oh,
Oof.
that hurts.
Yeah. Zephyr, as you notice, pieces of the carpet are now on fire.
So I'm just like, why does chaos always follow us everywhere? Gonna.
Why did I get on that ship?
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah, I should have just stayed home.
Stayed with Dad. Is Zephyr able to see how bad this mage, like how this mage is looking, faring? The one that's tied to the golem.
I without a sort of a check to investigate into that, I can tell you that she's taken some damage.
Zephyr would like to use Moment to Think for bonus action,
Okay.
which grants her an extra action in which she can inspect.
Okay, make me a medicine check.
Where are my things? Oh, yes, medicine. There we go. That thing I'm actually okay at. I say, as I'm about to roll something terrible. That's a 15.
On a 15, she looks like she's taken some hits, but she is not considered bloodied at this point.
Oh, okay. And in that case, Zephyr's had enough. It's been a long day, guys. She's gonna. I've envisioned that. How close would she have gotten to like look at her, like to check if he's bloodied?
Within 10 feet, probably.
Okay, that's cool. She's gonna pop, like, move away again, once again trying to keep distance between her and the golem because that thing hurts. And she's going to use and end up fucking killing this mage. But who cares? Third level chromatic orb with lightning damage
Go for it.
is what she'll try. That's a 15 to hit.
A 15 is a hit. She is a mage. She
Oh,
has no armor at the moment.
That is a 17.
17. Okay.
And 1 minute. Two of them had the same number.
Okay. It's up to you whether or not you want them to jump. I will say if you miss, you are already aware that it can deflect the spell.
Is the other mage isn't in view?
No.
Okay, then I do not want it to jump then.
Okay, I was just wanted you to have that knowledge ahead of time.
Yeah.
Keenan.
Okay. Keenan is going to stand up from prone, and as he does, he's going to try and swipe up at the golem. His eyes turning black. Does a dirty 20 hit and an 18 hit?
Both hit.
Excellent. So normal damage is 5 and 5. Yeah.
Very
Just
nice.
checking the modifier. And then psychic stuff and sneak attack stuff because Nim's now in melee with it. is 9, 14, 15, 17 psychic stuff. And sneak attack stuff.
17. Amazing. Okay, anything else?
No. I need to remember next time to only attack it once, so I've got my bonus action to run away.
Okay. I am going to... the mage is going to... what mage is she?
I'd assume, like, the earthly. Like, Earth, what if there is one?
Yeah, I was
Green
just
wolf.
I was just trying to remember which one was which. Okay, she is going to run. Sorry, the mage next to 10 feet away from Canathar is going to run around, making sure to skirt 5 feet away from him. She's going to run her 30 feet around so that she's in view. And then she is going to cast Mass Heal on the other mage. Sorry, not Mass Heal. Mass Healing Word. So she is going to regain... But, fuck me. Give me the... There we go. Okay. That is a... Okay. That is her action. Then it's the other mage who is next to Keenan.
I thought she ran away from me towards death.
No,
I mean, it's
she
fine.
lobbed a fireball at her.
Fair.
Yeah. I don't know if she would. Yeah. She is going to look around at everyone and raise her hands up, and you watch as from the carpet as it turns to thick tar, she is going to conjure black tentacles through the floor, and she is going to try and cast Evard's black tentacles
In another word.
on so it's 20-foot square, and she's going to choose Nim and Zephyr because you guys are 15 foot away from each other.
Rude.
So when you start your turn, we will get to that. That is her action. Yeah, Nim, can I have a dexterity saving throw?
I had better roll on that 20 again as well. No, that is a total of 9.
Okay, you take 9 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are considered restrained.
Good. I love being restrained when I'm very... Exactly, what... The fuck am I going to do? So restrained, all of my attacks have disadvantage. Does that include magical attacks?
It's all attacks.
Yeah, I thought that was what you were gonna say, but I was like, maybe I could get away with it.
Nope, as all attacks.
Then I am going to I'm going to just... Am I still next to the golem, or am I next to her now? I've lost track of how they are moving.
So you're next to the golem.
I'm next to the golem. Okay, well, I'm just gonna keep hitting it, try and take it down. I don't think it's gonna go that well on disadvantage, but I'm gonna swing at it anyway. On disadvantage. Ooh! That is a 21.
21 is a hit.
Amazing. So that is 10 points of slashing damage. I'm going to use a first level divine smite, which will give them 11 points of radiant damage, and then let me read the thing. No, it's a channel divinity. I ordered that today. This long short rest. Damn it! Damn it! Then yeah, I guess because I don't have a healing potion and I misread that thing. That's all I'm gonna do.
Is there any in the party inventory? I think there was a couple flying around
I don't-
there before.
It doesn't
No,
say
no.
that there is any. There's only.
I think we
mantra
took them out
aid.
of there and shared them out already. There were some in there,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I'm gonna have to go shopping. Yes, there is nothing else. She's just gonna have to deal with the fact that she is very the best.
Calitha.
Yeah. So you know the blinding powder that we got last session? I turned a couple of them into arrows. Does that essentially make them blunt so they wouldn't deal damage, but I still rolled to hit? How does it work? with that sort of thing?
Yeah. Pretty much.
Okay. I really want to unleash my inner chaos gremlin here so bad. Because we've been sitting on this item forever, and I kind of want to use it. Is it cool if I use the cool gem in our shared inventory that we've
Yes.
been sitting on forever?
Yes.
I'm assuming conjuring this thing would classify as an action. So
Yes. yes.
if I
Using the
wanted
item
to-
would be.
yeah, so as you have like the 2 attacks thing, could I shocking grasp the one that's just walked past me and summon the thing with the other, or does that not count? Because it's summoning a hostile creature. How would you rule it?
So it would be considered as you calling forth an elemental yourself.
Yeah.
So it will be friendly
So
to
that would take
you.
everything. Okay, so would that take so I couldn't do the 2 attacks like I normally would. It would take my full
It would
action
be
just to-
so yeah. It would be your action
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
conjure it. Yeah.
Okay. Sure, I'll do it. Why not? So I'll walk up behind the Is using the actual just the blinding powder itself a full action as well?
No, I
So I have the
would
wilds.
consider it an attack because you would
Okay.
sort of shoot it at them, and then it would take effect rather than taking damage.
No, I mean, but if I have the vial in my hand, could I like dust it in her face as a bonus as I walk past, or not?
It would just, if you had it in your hand, it would be considered like the same as
action.
a smoke bomb. It would be like a ranged weapon because you'd have to break it
Mm.
on the ground. So if you wanted to throw it at her, you would be putting yourself at risk as well if you were to walk up and sort of throw it in her face. So yeah, so it is an action to blind someone. But that's up to you whether or not you want to bust it out yet.
I'm gonna bust out the elemental. Why not? We've been sitting on this since
Yeah.
the first session I joined, and I was just like, we're gonna use it. We need backup.
We're entering from the air college. It's an air elemental. Thematically, it makes sense.
And like, as he like, I'm assuming like basically you have to shatter the gem, right? Is that how it works with this thing?
Yeah.
He's gonna like, as he like runs past, he's gonna like slam it on the floor, and he's just gonna look back at the one that's got just did the mass healing, cure wound or whatever it was, and he's just gonna go, I'm gonna leave you with him. I'm gonna go deal with her. As he like drops it on the floor, and it like erupts next to her, to whatever it becomes. I don't know what it would. We never actually looked into what it did. It just says it summons an air elemental. So it could be really bad, or it could be really good. We never know.
A storm sorcerer appears and wipes you all out.
Okay. Yeah, you break that emerald. You sort of like fling it at the floor and it breaks, and you watch as wisps of smoke and air begin to, almost like a cloud forming, as this swirling little large form of essentially a big swirling tornado-y cloud with two arms. You can see like sort of sunken eyes and a very open face, a very gormless expression as this air elemental is conjured. As he conjures that elemental, you all watch as lightning begins to sort of strike inside it, sparking around. You watch as the golem, in response, turning a very dark red, begins to grow out of a portion of its arm, a little larger in size. Zephyral, you can see that the water mage, in response to this air elemental beginning to rise up, begins to chant and is working her hands around, and you watch as a runic circle underneath it begins to bind chains around this swirling elemental as she's trying to force it into her service rather than Kalanthar's.
How fucking rude.
Yeah. However,
So
it's not her go yet. It is the air elemental's turn, and I will say, in the presence of a princess of air, can you describe to me what this elemental does, as it will use a feature called Whirlwind, which is going to enter the mage's space and essentially fling her in a direction, random direction. But yeah, what does the elemental do in the presence of Zephyral, knowing that you're there?
That's a good question. So how far is Zeph from the elemental itself?
She is 65 feet at the moment.
Okay. Does the elemental have any way of moving, like a misty steppy situation, or
Nope.
is it just whirlwind? Okay. I can think of small P things, but I don't think they would talk, would they? Or do they?
I don't know. That's why I posited the question. I mean, Zephyr, what do you think?
I feel like it's you know, like how Zephyr can kind of feel things on the wind sometimes. I feel like it's like a connection that goes beyond like speech. I think it's like like the
Like the nod across the room, just like
molecules in the air, like just you can just kind of feel the air kind of shift, just kind of between these two entities, and I almost feel like Zephyr would like kind of. I don't think Zephyr's ever really come across like something like this yet, unless I'm mistaken. Like
You've seen some elementals.
but like
wouldn't say you've seen this one.
like a summoned
Not this one.
elemental.
No.
No. So yeah, I think she kind of realized what Callan's done, what this thing is, and then kind of like nod at it, like feeling this almost kinship in the like just the air between them, and then kind of nod, and then her eyes would like divert to the mage, the water mage, and yeah, that's the one that's good. It's gonna whirlwind on, right? You said.
Well, I was
Okay.
thinking, how
Sorry?
does whirlwind work? Is it like a throw?
I can't.
or is
So how this works is I can't. I'm not going to give you the stat block because you don't know what this creature is as you break it
Okay.
and throw it on the
Yeah.
floor. So you can give it instructions to do stuff,
Mhm.
but I can't tell you what it does until
Okay.
you decide what you want it to do.
Yeah.
This isn't much as how I like to think about it is if you're a conjuration wizard or sorcerer or someone that can bring
Yeah,
things up, then
understand.
you know
Yeah.
its capabilities. But this is like Kalanthar being like, oh, cool,
Yeah,
shiny
grab it.
thing,
Yeah.
break it, throw it on the
Yeah.
floor.
Mhm.
So yeah, you can tell me what you want or try what you want it to try and do. I was just giving you an example of something that it is
Okay.
capable of.
So, what I want to try and convey to it is to kind of swirl the water mage up into its vortex and then trying to throw them as far like outside as possible. So
Yeah.
like towards the edge, basically.
I think all Zephyr would be able to kind of like communicate with it like from that distance is just like kind of almost like I said, like the connection in the kind of air, and then she would like look at the mages, like the two in the room, and just kind of like nod, like and say, like I'm trying to, like if she'd even be able to kind of like spark, like kind of, you know, like this, like when lightning's about to hit and there's like the static. I kind of like imagine that kind of static kind of building up in that kind of channel of air between her and this like elemental is kind of how I'm imagining it.
Okay. The two of you combining powers to make this elemental do what you need it to do. It forms in this space, looking between you and Kalanthar, noticing what your instructions are. You see it sort of reach out one wispy hand towards Zephyr, and as it moves, it doesn't even target the mage, it just happens to be close by, and you watch the mage fails. The water mage is spun round once and flung into a nearby wall. She is going to die on impact. She hits the side of the wall, slumps down to the side. It continues moving through the other mage. You notice that it almost, like the wind whips up around Keenan and Nim, and there's a moment where they almost have to brace. The golem is massive. He's not going to get flung. But the other mage is picked up and sort of flung as well, sort of only just righting herself as she almost skids into a wall, and the elemental continues moving towards Zephyr before almost encompassing portions of her form. And so for you and Kalanthar, moving together, we are gonna end our session there, and we'll find out what happens as you see from the other side, walking down the hallway, dressed in elegantly long, you've seen a lot of these mages are wearing a lot of like heavy, thick woolen robes. This one is all long, trailing silk, as reds and golds of an archmage of the College of Ember crosses round the corner and raises her hand up and shouts at all of you to stop. And we will pick it up next time on Stormcaller's Fury. Thank you very much for joining me for a little chaotic combat, as always with you guys. Can never figure out what's about to happen, but conjuring an elemental in the middle of the College of Elements is fucking awesome. But we will see each other very soon on another episode. Until then, this has been my Wyrdcast, and say goodbye, guys.
Goodbye, guys.
Bye.
Eternity's a gift, they say, to never cross the veil. This life I try to savor, and I try to no avail. Curse that mortal brevity which has rent you from my arms. Curse this cold eternity without you to keep me warm. Your never-ending elegy is a ballad with no melody, as empty as I. Now you've passed me by. A blessing, no, a malady. Why do roses bloom in spring, only to wither and die? You were all that was good in me. Now back to darkness go I. Take with you my sanity, better madness than the pain of my want. All my effort is vanity, and I hear the ravens taunt. Your never-ending elegy is a ballad with no melody, as empty as I. Now you've passed me by. A blessing, no, a malady.